Okay, good morning all. So, so I hope everyone has done the exercises what I have sent you for 2D drawings. So that is very important to understand 3D models. Okay. So today I will start 3D model. Okay, how to create 3D models using CATIA. Okay. So 2 days I will take that session. So tomorrow I will. So by today itself, I am planning to give you the 2D, 3D model. So I will just share with you. You can practice it. So I will share entire workbook. Okay, in that whichever you want to practice, you can practice and submit it. So nobody has submitted the sketches which you have done. So I have told you to share the image if you have done those sketches. So nobody has done. So may I know what is the reason?
We don't have.
So I am asking those who have installed. So I am asking for those who have installed. So you have to be serious. Okay, today I am going to show you how to create 3D models. So some of the important tools. So and one more thing. See, so many of the students are not attending this internship program. So in the last session, many of you are absent, and today also only 35 out of 60, 40, 66 students. So out of 66, only 36 has attended. So I will share the attendance also to you as well as to your respective faculties. Okay, fine. So I'll just share. I'll just share the screen. So all of you are getting this?
Sir,
Yes. Okay. So today I will show you how to create 3D solid models. Okay. So for that, so to create workbench, to create Sketcher, so you will go to mechanical design and Sketcher, right? So but now mechanical design and part design. Start mechanical design, part design. So you just give okay. So if you won't practice this, it is very difficult to learn. Okay. So ANSYS Workbench, I am going to explain you after this. So that is comparatively of this that you can do easily because I am going to show you as per your project. Okay, with respect to your project, I am going to explain the ANSYS Workbench. But when it comes to CATIA, so you have to practice. Otherwise, it is difficult. So now we have entered into part design. Okay, see, you will get it here itself. See, this is part one. Okay, so here, see, these are the three planes, right? So this is top plane, this is the side plane, this is the front plane. Okay, so based on the 3D model, whatever you will get, so first you need to check which is front view, which is side view, which is top view. Okay. Suppose if you are going to create sketches from the front view, you have to select this plane. If you are going to create from the side view, you need to create this. If you are selecting from, if you are creating the sketch from the top view, you have to select this. But before that, see, you have to select a plane and then you need to go to sketch. See here you have sketch options, right? So one is sketch, another one is positioned sketch. Always use positioned sketch. Why, I will tell you. Okay, suppose if you want to position this plane in like this, so if you are going to position the plane like this, so if you select this, if you select, automatically the software will take the position if you select that. Suppose if you want to select this plane, see direct, I am going to select this normal sketch, so I will select this. So how it has been positioned, z is in horizontal, x is in vertical, right? Suppose as per your requirement, if you want to position the plane, suppose if you want to position the plane like this, z, x is in left, z is in top position. So go to position sketch, select the plane. So here you are getting, once you select the position sketch, once you select the plane after selecting the position sketch, here you are getting, right? So vertical is in x, vertical is x axis, and horizontal is y axis. But if you want to make x has horizontal, see, if you want to make x as horizontal, sorry, so what you need to do is you just click on swap. So those will interchange. Horizontal will become vertical, vertical will become horizontal. Now if you give OK, see here, see X has become horizontal, Z has become vertical. See, once again I will show you. See here. See, if you want to position this in isometric, you have here. So you have views here. See, make it isometric. So go to position sketch. So suppose I will select this. See, it will position like this if you select sketch. But I want like this. Plane should be like this. What you can do? So you can make horizontal reverse. See here. So you can make this horizontal reverse and give OK. Say like this. See, you have to practice this. See, it has been positioned like this. So this is very important while creating 3D models. Okay. So exit. So okay, let's start. So suppose I want to create a sketch on this top plane. Okay, just select it, go to position sketch, give OK. See, once again I will show you. So select the plane. So you need to enter into start, mechanical design, part design. Okay, no need to go to sketch. So here just select a plane and go to position sketch. So as per your requirement, you just position it and give OK. Okay. So now, so to create any 3D model, sketch should be closed and sketch should be iso constrained. Okay, sketch should be iso constrained. So here what I will do, I will create a centered rectangle and I will give dimensions. So without constraints also you can create the sketch. So create the 3D model. So I will give this as 80, this as 100. Okay, or else I will give fine. So once you create sketch, if you want to exit, see this is in sketch mode, right? If you want to, if you want to jump into part design 3D model mode, so here you have exit workbench. That means it will exit from this workbench. Once you exit, click on exit, it will come back to the part design. Okay, here we have features, sketch based features, dresser features, surface based transformation, boolean, many are there. Okay, so in that first I will show you, go to insert, sketch based features. Okay, in that a few I will explain. So what you have to do is, so here you have sketch based features. See in that we have first See, pad, that is, so insert sketch basic feature pad. So that is, see, you just make a note of this. So pad is a material adding feature. So pad is a material adding feature. In the interview, they may ask, what is pad in CATIA? Pad is a material adding feature. So click on pad. So once you click on pad, one window will open, that is pad definition. Okay, so that is pad definition. So here you have first limit, so you have to understand carefully this. Okay. Dimension we have first limit. So length we have. See, first limit means, see, with respect to profile, upper direction is one limit and downward direction is another limit. Okay, so I will tell you what is this. So length, so what is the length of how much length has to add the material. Okay, so what I will do, so first I will select the sketch. So just select the sketch. So once you select the sketch, the 20, see here limit 1 you are getting, right? So you can drag it. So you can give the length, so 50, and give tab. And if you want to check the preview, click on preview. See here, you are getting preview. Okay, so this is about the dimension. So next, if you want to make it reverse, you can make it reverse and check the preview. You just make it reverse and make it. So if you want to use mirror extend, so it will add the material with respect to profile. Here 50, upward direction, here 50. Okay, next. So thick, thick means it will create a hollow cylinder. So if you select thick, here you have a thin pad. Okay, so what you can do, so I will give 5 mm here and thickness to 5 mm. So that is inner thickness and outer thickness. So if you check preview, see here, 5 mm inside, 5 mm outside. If you want to make a neutral, only thing is you need to give 1. See here, like this. Okay, so I'll just switch off it and check the preview. Got it, na? Fine. So next, here we have normal to profile. This is very important. Okay, so normal to profile. So suppose you have created a sketch. See, the material is adding normal to profile, right? That is perpendicular to the profile. Suppose if you want to add the material in a required direction, so once you create a sketch, you need to go to you need to select any perpendicular plane. So I will just select this plane and I will go to sketch. So I will make, I want to position like this. What you can do, so this is, so I will make this swap, I will make this horizontal. So here it has been positioned like this. So now I will create one direction. So material will add in this direction. Select. So now, so you just observe here, go to pad, select the profile. See, the material is adding perpendicular to this, right? But so go to more here. So switch off this normal to profile, click on this reference and click this direction. See, the material will add along that direction. So this is very important. See, okay. Any doubts? See, once again, select this direction. So sorry, go to more and select this direction. See, you can check the preview or else you just give okay. See here. See, again, if you want to edit this, so what you can do, so double click this. If you want to edit, go to more. If you don't want normal to profile, switch off it and give okay. See, like this. Okay, any doubts? Okay. So next, I will select this. So select this. So I'll add the material. Suppose if you want to remove, what you can do, so here you have, so insert sketch based, here you have pocket. So pocket is a material removing feature. So just select the pocket. So before that, you need to create a sketch. So go to position sketch. I will select this plane. Okay. So you can select surface also as a plane, flat surface. Okay. Planar surface. So select it and give OK. So once you give OK, so you can create sketch here. So exit it. So here, so you got a sketch here. Okay, sorry for interference. So first, so create a sketch like this. So here we have a pocket. So select it. So pocket is a material removing feature. once you once you select the sketch, see here same options whatever you have here. So give the dimension and give OK. See here. You can create holes by using pocket feature. Okay. So next, we'll see shaft. So just give us isometric. So what I will do, I will select this perpendicular plane, that is front plane, and I will go to sketch. So once you go to sketch, so here I will create one sketch. See? Okay. So in the exit. So you just observe carefully here. Here you have insert sketch based feature. Here we have shaft. Okay. Go to shaft. See, shaft is also a material adding feature. Shaft is also a material adding feature. Shaft is also a material adding feature, and it is used to create circular profiles, circular parts. Okay. So once you click shaft option here, it is asking to select the profile. You just select the profile. So once you select the profile, you need to select rotational axis, with respect to which axis you have to rotate it. Okay. So here what I will do, I will select this. I will select this. So you can check. So the shaft has been rotated with respect to this. So this by this you can create halo shaft here. Okay. So you can create halo shaft. So next, suppose, see here it has been rotated, see, from 0 to 360 degree. Suppose if you want to give 0 to 270 degree, so you can give it. So if you press enter, it will exit. Again, if you want to edit, double click it. So here you have got. Okay. So next we have thin profile. If you check on this thin profile, if you click this neutral fiber, if you give 50, see here, you are getting halo inside. Okay. So this can be used to create circular models. Got it? So next, if you want to make it reverse, you can check the reverse here like this. Got it? So this is how you can create shaft. Next, so next we have here groove. So groove is similar to shaft. It is used to remove the material. So what I will do, I will select this plane and I will go to sketch. So once you go to sketch here, what I will do, I will select this, I will create the profile like this. Okay, then you just go to groove here. So select the profile. If you select this axis, see here, it will remove the material like this. Got it? So these are all very important options what I am showing you. Any doubts?
So 1 second, sir.
Okay.
1 second.
So now you got this now. How to create this? Select the plane and go to sketch and create the
Sir.
profile. Okay. So you have to go to insert. So I am not getting the tool. Where is sketch based feature? Okay, fine. So go to groove here. See here, just select the profile and select the rotational axis. If you select this as a rotational axis, so it will remove material there itself. See here. What I will do, I will select this axis. Instead of that, I will select this. See here, it will remove the material. Got it? See like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Suppose if you want to create this thing, see here, I will show you. Suppose if you want to create a solid shaft, see select the go to shaft, select the profile and select the axis this itself. See here like this. Okay, fine. So this is how you can create. So next we have very important rib. Okay, so rib, it is used to create pipes. Okay, so what I will do, I will just select this top plane and I will go to sketch. So here you just create on circular profile and exit. So you are not getting exit option here. So right click, you just check on this workbench and click this exit workbench. So now see here a rib option I am going to show you. So especially for rib, so you need profile as well as guide curve. So guide curve should be created to the perpendicular of the sketch. So I will select this perpendicular plane to the profile. Okay, select it and go to sketch. So once you go to sketch, so I will use spline here and then I'll just create this. So press escape button. See, like this and exit. See here like this you have to create. So in rib what happens, the profile will follow this guide. So go to rib, select the profile and select the rib. See here, if you check on the preview, see you are getting like this. So again, if you want to edit the guide curve, here you have in specification tree, you have, see, you just check, open this plus button. So sketch, see both are hide here. So what I will say, I will do, I will just double click the sketch. So this will be the guide curve. So here by using the control points you can control it. Suppose if you want to add still more control points here, select it, select the guide curve, right click here and you can add. Wait for a while. See here, just double click it, you can add and give okay. Leave it, that is not required, we'll see later. So you can edit the guide curve and exit. So it will update. See, like this. Got it? So this is how you can use rib. Next we have here slot. Slot is also similar to rib only, but rib is material adding feature. Slot is material removing feature. So what I will do, I'll just select this plane. So this planar surface, and I will go to sketch. So I will go to sketch. So this is our plane. Here what I will do, I will select, I will create this and exit. See here. Okay. Next. So here we have the guide curve. So it has been hide right. So what I will do, I will just show this. So because I am going to follow the same path here. So go to slot here, select the profile, then select this. See here. And instead of adding, it will remove the material. See here. See, it has been removed. So again, I will edit the sketch. So I will add still more. So you can add the sketch also by editing. See, you have to constrain it, but because of time, shortage of time, I am not constraining it. Okay, and exit. See here, like this you can remove. Got it? So this is also very important. Any doubts?
Sir, 1 second. 1 second.
Okay.
Slot option.
Fine. So don't worry, I will share you the video. See here, slot. So just create the profile, go to slot. So here you need to select the profile. Then you need to select the center curve is nothing but guide curve. I will select this as a guide curve. See, if the guide curve is not visible, you just go to specification tree and select the sketch and make unhide or show and give OK. Got it? See. So this is how you can.
How to guide curve?
Sorry.
Guide curve.
Guide curve. Sorry.
Guide curve, sir.
Guide curve.
How to draw guide curve?
Guide curve. I had told you, na. See here. See, once you create the profile, you need to select the perpendicular plane to create a guide curve. So select the perpendicular plane and go to sketch here. See now. So now what I will do, I will select this. See here. See like this and exit. So this is how you can create a guide curve. So then go to rib, select the profile, then select the center curve. See, this is how you can create. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Fine. So this is very important. So here you have learned with see pad, pocket, shaft, groove, rib, slot, and so next I will show you very important, that is multi-section solids. So that is very important. You please make a note of all those things. So what you can do, so here see, note down multi-section solids. Multi-section solids. So to take first point, to create multi-section solids, we need to create more than 2 different profiles on a different parallel planes. See, we have to create 2 different planes, more than 2 different profiles on a different parallel planes. So what I will do, I will select this plane. I will go to sketch. See here, I will create hexagon. Okay, I will create this hexagon and exit. See here, see, observe carefully. I will send the video also. You can refer that. So next, I have told you we have to create more than 2 profiles on a different parallel planes. more than two profiles on a different parallel planes. So I need one more parallel plane, right? We have adjacent planes. So to create parallel plane, we need to go to, so you need to have a reference elements. Yeah, here we have reference elements. So where is that? Ah, yeah, this one. So by using the reference element, you can create parallel planes. So just select this plane and select this plane. See here. So you can give any. See, I will give 80. See here. One more parallel plane has been creating. So here I will create at a distance of 150. Okay. Again, I will create a new plane. So I will just select this plane. So here. So three planes I have created. One already it's there. New plane one, new plane two. So what I will do, I will select this plane and I will go to sketch again. So just give okay. See here again I will create hexagon with respect to center point. So same I am not creating, I am just rotating it at certain angle. See, observe carefully. Exit it. See here. Again I will select this plane. I will go to sketch and give okay. So where is that? Yeah. See. Again I will select this and I will create and I will use. So I will rotate still more and exit. So this is how you can get. Any doubts till this? Any doubts? See, if you want to hide the plane, if it is interrupting, select it, right click, hide. See, like this. Again, if you want to hide this, select this, right click, hide. Any doubts so far?
Sir, how you have rotated that while creating that?
Sorry?
Hello?
Yes, tell me,
How
tell
you have
me.
rotated that while making the profile?
So only by creating this, see here, by creating hexagon. See, I will show you. I think you have not practiced this. See,
Actually, sir, video is lagging. That's why it's being a problem.
okay, okay. See here, select this, go to sketch and give OK. See now, see if you go to hexagon, select the center point. See here, see you can rotate it by using mouse itself, right? Okay. So it is in this position. If you want to rotate this, just rotate the cursor. That's it. See like this.
Got it.
Got it.
Yes, sir, thank you.
So once you create it, wait for a while. See, like this you can create and exit. See, you have got three profiles, right, on a different parallel plane. That is one condition to use this multi-section solid. So I will hide this. Okay. So we have passed one condition. So that is more than two profiles should be on a different parallel planes. Okay. Fine. So that is one condition. Another condition is we have to create guidelines. Create minimum 3 guidelines. See here, you just observe here. So I want guidelines with respect to these points. So suppose if we without guidelines, if you create multi-section solid, so it it won't capture the profile whatever you have. Okay, so it won't create profile. So what I will do, so here to create a guidelines here, so observe carefully. All of you are getting na? All of you are getting?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So to create guidelines here, so I will go to start.
Video lagging.
Now you are getting. So if it is lagging means I will, so don't worry, I will just share the video. Okay, you can refer that also if you feel any doubts, or else you can ask me in the WhatsApp itself. So go to start to create guide curve, mechanical design. Here you have wireframe and surface design. To create a guideline, you need to go to this. So once you go to this, here if you go to insert in the wireframe, you have spline. Okay, select the spline, select the points here 1, 2 and 3. See here, so smooth guideline it has been created. So these multi-section solids can be used to create helical gears. Helical gears. So again give okay. So I want another guideline. Okay, to make accuracy, again go to insert wireframe and spline. So select this point. So properly you need to select. See, two guide curve is enough. So again what I will do, I will go to start, mechanical design and part design. See, once you create guidelines, again you need to come back to part design. See, all of you are getting? Okay, fine. So next, see, go to multi-section solids here, insert, sketch based feature, multi-section solids. You have shortcut here, multi-section solids. Click here, you have to select the section. See, either see it should profile should be selected in one direction. See 1, 2 and 3. See, with respect to this only you have to select. See here. Okay, fine. So again I will show you. See, don't select like this. See 1, 2, 3. Don't select like this. It should be selected in one direction. See 1, 2 and 3. Okay, see this 3. So next thing is here guides. So guidelines. So these are the guidelines, right? 1 and 2. See. So next very important. So next is very important. So here you are observing the closing points, right? See closing point 1, closing point 2, closing point 3. This should be aligned. Sometimes what happens, right click and sometimes it will be like this. See, closing point is somewhere here, closing point 2 is somewhere here, closing point 3 is somewhere here. In that case, what you have to do is right click on the misaligned closing point and click on replace and select it. See, it is in one direction. It has been aligned in the with respect to these points. So once you create it and just give okay. See here, like this you will get. So this is used to create, see this is used to create helical gears. Not only helical gear, we can create multiple types of models. Okay. Fine. So any doubts? Any doubts? So these are all very important. Suppose here you have removed multi-section. So same, if you want to remove multi-section solids, so here I will show you the simple. I will select this profile. So this surface, and I will go to plane here. So you can remove. So I will select this. So I will use this one. Okay. Exit. Again, what I will do, I will select this plane. Only I am using two profiles here. So here you can use, see, you can create. So what I will do, instead of creating like this, I am just rotating it in one direction and give OK. So here you have got, right. So what I will do, I will just hide this. See here. If you want to use guide curve, straight line, linear guide curve, you can use this line itself. So I'm just aligning it. See, this is my guideline. One guideline is enough for linear. Now go to remove multi-section. Same procedure. Select profile 1 and profile 2 and select the guideline and give OK. So wait. So 1 minute. Where is that model? Yeah, I'll just show here. Okay. So now go to remove multi-section. Select this and this. Sorry. Select this profile. See, carefully you have to select. Then guideline. I will select this. See why it has got an error. See, closing point is somewhere here. Closing point 1 and closing point 2 is somewhere here. So what you can do is right click, replace and select this point. See, it has been aligned now. And it should be in this direction. It is in this direction. You just make it. Click on that direction. It will change the direction. Say like this. And give OK. So once you view OK, you will get it. See here. Like this, it has been removed. You can use the views here. See front view. See side view. Okay. So this is the side views and this is the top view. And this is the bottom view. Got it? Any doubts so far? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, you just practice these things. So next, say many of you have submitted the introduction part and some of them has submitted the literature part. So kindly do the literature part by tomorrow itself. And also you need to get a geometry. So you try to get the drawing in the literature itself with the dimension. See, one of you has sent without dimension. So drawing should be with dimension, proper dimension that can be used to create model. So that model we are going to use it in your project. All of you are getting. So try to finish it off a literature survey by tomorrow itself. So tomorrow will be the last date. And one more thing. So after tomorrow's session, see here, you just listen carefully. So after tomorrow's session, I am going to take presentation from each batch. So I will give you 15 to 20 minutes time for each batch. So I'm planning to make a separate meeting for each batch. 20 minutes each batch. You need to present it. See, those who are not having laptop, they have to present it, and those who are having a laptop, they have to do a report as well as this models. Okay, so tomorrow I will tell you when you have to give presentation, at what time you have to present it. So be prepared with the introduction as well as literature part. So some of them are having little bit confusion in the literature part. So you just refer whatever I have given the reports to you. Okay. So refer those reports and see, just study the abstract part, methodology, results and discussions, and synopsis. Conclusion. You will get idea what exactly has been done in the particular paper. Okay. So if you feel any doubts, you can call me at any time. So any doubts?
No,
So
sir, understand. Thank you.
you are exciting. Okay, tomorrow you just be prepared with introduction as well as literature part. So if you
Okay,
finished off this thing, so we'll start the main part of the project. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, shall I wind up the session?
of course. I have done that. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.